2020 and 2021. These 2 years are not same as others. Around 4 billion people during this time has been forcefully staying home because of COVID-19 pandemic. And during this time, it was a perfect opportunity for anime industry to be mainstream media. And it did, thanks to the work of anime studios like MAPPA, Koito Animation, A1 Pictures, Ufotable, and many more. Especially shonen titles, they were the one making names. Likes of Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, Tokyo Revengers, all of them trying to be dominant in the industry so that they could replace the current king of shonen, and that is One Piece. Yes, One Piece is still the king of shonen. It might have bad sales this year, but remember guys, volume 100, it is coming soon and it might completely change the looks of chart. But we must be aware, and One Piece fan also, all of us must be aware that One Piece might be replaced in a year or two, because this type of result has not been seen for a decade or more. The new titles, they are being better and better every time. Now that the readers are drastically increased, there are more and more new titles coming every week, which has increased the competition for titles to stay alive. Right now, it is the perfect time for shonen to rise. So has shonen story ever been as perfect as right now before? Is there any story which can be considered a perfect shonen? And the answer is yes, it might be. I've heard many otaku considered this anime as perfect shonen. It is quite an old title, but it's anime recreation of 2011. It made headlines throughout the world. Right now it's in never-ending hiatus, but still fans think that its possible return will be a sheer hit. Yes, I'm talking about Hunter x Hunter. So what's up guys, how you all doing? This is Grand Vivo with the new video, and today you'll find out whether Hunter x Hunter is perfect shonen or not. We'll discuss about its story, characters, powers, and many other factors that makes a story shonen. So sit back, hop into whatever you like, press the like and subscribe button so that you will get notified whenever we upload. We upload all thing anime every week, so stay tuned with us. Before we present you, is Hunter x Hunter the perfect shonen? Written by a very well-known mangaka, writer of classic Yu Yu Hakusho, Yoshihiro Togashi, Hunter x Hunter first made its place in Shonen Jump magazine in 1998. It quickly established itself as one of the Shueisha's best-selling manga series. As of 2019, it has over 78 million copies circulated worldwide. Known for its fight and proper use of power system, Hunter x Hunter have many likable characters. In fact, some of them are my favorite in all of anime. You cannot hate but appreciate Togashi's character when he presents us with the likes of Hisoka, Netero, Meruem, Jin, and many others. Hundred of characters. Seeing the character design of Gon and Killua, you might think it's childish, but when you dive into the story, you realize that childish design of Gon and Killua was nothing but perfect for the story. There are plenty of awesome characters I wanted to talk about, but no, not right now, because that is for next one. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you get notified when that video comes out. Now let's move on to something that's not necessary but extremely important for me, from my standard, for shonen to be good, and that is character motivation. You see, Gon is a highly motivated guy who is motivated to find out what his father saw in his passion, so much so that he left his son in care of Gon's aunt, and that doesn't feel a good character motivation for me, for a main character especially. It kind of feel like a fake, not natural. But that doesn't mean Hunter x Hunter is bad, it's not good. There are many other characters who have understandable goals and ambition. Killua, Meruem, Netero, all of them have high ambition, and is understandable by us viewer why this character dive themselves in such a crazy way. My personal favorite is Kurapika's goal and his motivation. Kurapika is the last survivor of Kuratha clan. His goal is to avenge his clan by killing Spider, the criminal organization was involved in extinction of Kuratha clan, and to recover all remaining Scarlet Eyes. It feels so real and gives story a different vibe, because we as a viewer can understand every effort of a character. It is not a fake, but it is necessary in order for him or her to achieve their goal. In comparison to this, Gon's goal feel like a child fantasy, which it is not bad guys. Remember when I told earlier that Gon's ambition are fake? That doesn't mean it's bad for Hunter x Hunter. Surprisingly, it fits for the protagonist who is 12 years old child. For me, predicting what child will do has always been hard. Kids always get excited to learn about new things, and they lack knowledge how the world works, so I can easily understand why Gon desperately searches for his dad who doesn't even care about him. Now that we are motivated, let's move on to the comeback portion. Shonen, for me, always it has been 80% of action and 20% is remaining. For a fight to be good for me, there must be a training first. A fight without training doesn't work for me. For me, Naruto is a good story because throughout Naruto's journey to become Hokage, Naruto learns a lot of stuff. He learns different ninjutsus and masters it. And that's how Naruto was able to defeat Pain. Oh, Pain, yeah. Pain arc, yeah. It was one of my favorite arc. Not that I really count War arc because Kaguya was very unnecessary. But let's stop here because this is not Naruto video. This is Hunter x Hunter. Let's talk about Hunter x Hunter. But what I mean to say is that training is the very important part of story. There must always be input before output. Not only that, training is also requirement for a good shonen story. And Hunter x Hunter is nothing other than Gon training himself to be a professional hunter in order to find Jing. Yes, in every arc we see Gon and Killua growing stronger, which doesn't surprise me because I spend all my time watching Gon and Killua train to get stronger. And now my favorite part of Hunter x Hunter, and it is power system of Nen. Yes, of course, power system of Nen. At the beginning of the series we didn't had much knowledge about Nen because Nen is a power can be mastered by a human but have been kept secret by Hunter Association for its better use. First, the applicant must complete the Hunter exam successfully to get chosen as a hunter. Then the chosen hunter can learn Nen to complete secret exams which make them a professional hunter. We follow our heroes learning Nen and it was, I think, one of the best thing of the series and I liked it a lot. Nen is not a power or energy, guys. Nen is a way of controlling the life energy. Life energy is simply called aura in this show and Nen is the way of using aura. Aura are of 6 types and they are enhancer, emitter, transmitter, manipulator, conjurer and specialist. But before explaining all these types to master Nen, one must learn the 4 basic principles of Nen and these are number 1, Ten. This is a way to control one's aura in a way that it doesn't move away or outside the body, rather keep it flowing within the body. It plays an instrumental role in determining the strength and smoothness of a Nen user's aura flow. Number 2, Jetsu. It is a way to close all the aura nodes so that it stops flowing throughout the body. It can be used for hiding the user's aura so that the user cannot be detected. You can also stop the flow in certain part like your eye so you can stop seeing other people's aura. Using this technique can leave you vulnerable from other aura attacks, but it can also be used to relieve fatigue. Number 3, Rain. Unlike Ten, which is releasing aura from the body to control its flow, in Rain, the aura is let out more explosively. This amplifies the user's strength and durability. If we regard Ten as defensive technique, Rain can be considered as offensive counterpart. Hatsu. It is the user's personal expression of their Nen. It can be used to create one's special move that can drastically impact the combat. User's abilities, they are affected but not restricted by personality and the 6 natural Nen category. After all this comes the advanced technique, which is built upon the foundation of the before mentioned 4 basic principles. These advanced techniques increase the complexity of Nen and makes it hard to understand. These advanced techniques are Gyo, In, Su, Go, Ken, Ryu. I want to explain this in depth now because it is pretty long and it is on the purpose of the video. For now, just remember that these are advanced techniques that build upon 4 basic principles. Now getting back to the type of aura, which are enhancer, transmitter, emitter, conjurer, manipulator, specialist, one must perform water deviation in order to determine his or her aura type. Water deviation is a way to find out your aura type by placing the glass of water in front of yourself with leaf in top of it. The user apply Rain by placing their hand beside the water. If the water increases, then the user is enhancer. If the taste of the water changes, then the user is transmitter. If the color of the water changes, then the user is emitter. If the leaf moves in the water, the user is manipulator. If the water gets some impurities, then the user is conjurer, and anything other than that, it is classified as specialist. Enhancer can enhancement the strength of one's body or object. It can strengthen both attack and defense. Transmuter can change one's aura to mimic something else. They can only copy the properties of real object. Meanwhile, conjurer creates the real object suitable for one's Hatsu. Emitter can control the aura outside of their body, and manipulator lets one aura to control living and non-living objects. And the last one is specialist. There is no such definition for specialist as they are anything that doesn't fit other category. One example could be Carlo Lucifer, how he can steal the Nen abilities just by completing some tasks. For deeper dive into the Nen, if you want to understand, better check out the video link in the description section below. Now that I explained how awesome these powers are, the most awesome part is that how this name is used by different characters. It is such an awesome way to use abilities that it cannot be explained in word alone. If you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, go and watch it, guys. Not only because it is one of my favorite anime, it is because it is one of the most watched anime, You must watch it. I'm sure you will not dislike it. All these things that I explained until now, great character, their motivation, training, and use of power system, combined with wonderful pacing, makes one hell of a fight. And guys, it's Hunter x Hunter that we're talking about. It's one of those series where character can get into fight in any time, can lose their hands and leg, their body parts at any moment, and can die at any time. The final climactic battle between Netero and Meruem, it was nothing but a glimpse of some then prowess. Not only important, but side characters like Suit Kite also get shining moments throughout the series. I can just name some Hunter x Hunter fight and that are best in all of anime. Gon versus Pitou, Hisoka versus Gon, Kurapika versus Spider. There are tons of awesome fight. If you are an action-loving guy or a girl, I think Hunter x Hunter is the type of anime that you are looking for. It is such a wonderful world. It can keep on expanding. I think concept of other world, that is Dark Continent, might be one of the best world building I've read. The story has got such a wonderful setting to keep on going, but it's sad that hiatus has set 129-week streak and more in counting as of 2019, beating its own record of 2014 to 2016, which was 85 weeks hiatus, earning itself a name, hiatus. And that is so sad truth about Hunter x Hunter. Talking about sad thing, Hunter x Hunter has also got some emotional moments. It's not only about fighting and victory. There are many losses, many tragedy balanced with stupid humors and action-packed fights. So let's come back to the question that led us to all this explanation. And that is Hunter x Hunter the perfect shonen? And my answer is no. It's subjective question for different people. Yes, there are some peak shonen moments in Hunter x Hunter, but that doesn't mean the entire show is perfect. If you would have asked me when I was watching my first 10 animes, I would have answered Naruto's or Dragon Ball Z. If you have asked me in between 2011 to 2015, that time I would have said Hunter x Hunter. Yes, I would have said Hunter x Hunter. But right now, I think for me it is One Piece. One Piece is perfect shonen for me right now. Have you ever seen One Piece anime? It's so awesome. It's getting so awesome and it's so magnificent. It's so beautiful. I love it. Go and check it out, guys. Don't sleep on One Piece. But slowly, Jujutsu Kaisen is taking that place. If Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 goes well without problem, I'm sure Jujutsu Kaisen might be a perfect shonen for me. Animes are evolving every year. Shonen sales this year have been the most profitable in entirety of its run. The trend changes every year. Who knows, one day there might be a shonen story that can be called the perfect shonen. I mean the perfect shonen, not the perfect shonen for me, for you, for a time being. I mean the perfect shonen of all time. If you like the video, guys, please like the video, subscribe to our channel. I haven't given manga spoiler in this video, so hope you all loved it. I was not feeling well, so I took a week to make it. Grand Viewer never gives up on his promise. Next one, it is gonna be Demon Slayer, guys. How it played a huge role in Shonen Jump's history. It's not an old, but now that it's already finished, I thought why not talk about the time of its run. With that being said, guys, I'll be out of here. See you in next week. Until then, goodbye.